any sport, it can be your sport if you put your mind to it. You fight hard enough for it, it's yours.
거의 우리 금메달을 놓쳐본 적이 없어요. 한국 정도는 금메달을 타는데. 네. 우리 지금 아직 금메달. 그래서 시간이 얼마 안 남았어. 이건 타이밍 보고 수업 바로 시작이에요. 네, 알겠습니다. 그러면 저한테 넘어오는 거 없이 바로 경기가 시작되는 거죠? 그냥 하면은. 그냥 별이 보고 하는 거예요. 네네. 지금 국제신호가 우선이기 때문에. 국내신호 우선으로 하는 게 아니라 국제신호 보내는 데로 가다가 정식으로 11시에 이제 경기 시작이니까 처음에 이제 국제신호 두들겨 맞춰서 신호를 보내는 순서가 있어요. 그걸 쭉 가고 나면 경기가 시작되면 이제 그쪽 이거 뜨는 건 아직 시작은 안 하고. 아, 네. 바로 백수빈 선수랑 김현수 선수부터 시작하는 것 같은데. 예, 2011년 백수빈 선수가 처음 들어오고, 네. 김현수 선수가 다음 들어오고. 이게 이제 네. B그룹 경기에서 항상 저기 메달이 안 돼. A그룹 경기가 A그룹이 이제 좀 예. 아, 시작은 B그룹부터 하는군요. 예. 그러면 이렇게 되면 41kg 급 선수들과 45kg 급 선수들이 메달을 합산해서 받는 건가요? 아니면 따로 받는 건가요? 45kg 따로 45kg 경기만 같이 하는 거죠. 경기만 같이 하는 거죠. 예. 아무래도 드는 무게 차이도 얼마 안 나고 인원도 적다 보니까. 예. That's not right. That's not right.
자판 코치가 지도를 하고 있습니다.
자, 이번 경기 같은 경우에는 42kg급과 45kg급 여자 선수들이 함께
So our referees for this women's up to 41 and 45 kg final to kick off the action at these Asia Oceania Powerlifting Championships. Lucas Gustavo Correa of Brazil, Eugen Lee of Korea, and Olga Prokopishina of Kazakhstan. Very good morning from Will Downing. We've got 200 athletes, powerlifters in action for you this week, battling for a multitude of medals, as these are the Asia Oceania Open Championships. Here's our jury for the opening event of the week. Six women at 41 kg, 8 at 45 kilos. So here's our start list, and the two categories are combined, but obviously they're going for medals in their own weight divisions. We'll start off with Baek Soo-min of Korea, and she'll be starting at 33 kilos. And her colleague Kim Hyun-suk as well, and Mia Naruke of Japan, the previous host nation of these Asia Oceania Championships in Kitakyushu. Good to have these championships back in Korea. Group A to follow. And not only are we crowning our usual set of orthodox medalists, but now there's a chance of winning more medals for the highest combined lifts across the 3 rounds. And any ties in the traditional best lift category no longer goes to a head-to-head on body weight, but there will be a tie-break, a lift-off, if you like, between the 2 or 3 who are tied. Whole series of major championship medalists in this. It should be a tremendous competition. We've got the reigning world champions in Group A and the Paralympic champion over 41 kg. Also, Tussanai Kabil, the former world junior champion from 2019 in Nur Sultan. It's a tremendous complex here. The Angjung Gymnasium, and is the first competition in any sport to be held in this brand new arena. Just outside downtown Pyeongtaek, we're about 90 minutes by road south of Seoul, and here we go. Well, I'm sure you've been looking forward to this for a long time. Here we go. It is the first continental championship, the first regional championship that we've had in 4 years since Bogota and the Americas in December 2018. Here we go, the Oceania Open Championship. We're in St. Louis for the Americas next month. In September, the Europeans are on in Tbilisi, the World Championship venue from last November and December, and the African Championships as well later on in the year. We're all set. It is heading for a bumper year of powerlifting action. Great to be here in Pyeongtaek, just outside downtown Pyeongtaek. It's a busy city, 500,000 people live here. So let's kick off with a home athlete. On the big screen. It's Baek Soo-min in her first major championship at the age of 20. Quite a few championship debutants in this. And this at 33 to set the standard for the week. So here she comes at 33. She's given this a really good tilt. Let's see if she's all right. It is a good lift. Fantastic. 2 out of 3 in her favour, and that is a nice way to start for Baek Soo-min. What more can you ask? Capable and comfortable. There was one referee voting her down, but academic. Nice lift by Baek Soo-min, and she's up and underway. And that in the up to 41 kilo category. And that a new lifetime best for Baek Soo-min. So on we go. This will be Kim Hyun-suk, also of South Korea, 25 years old. Fifth in the European Open Championships 4 years ago in Bergsumer, 7th in the Asian Games in 2014 in Incheon. Kim aiming for 50. This would match her lifetime best. Giving herself a nice amount of time. Well coached by Hwang Hee-dong and Kwon Cho-mun. So for 50 to match her lifetime best. This is in the up to 45 kg category, and that too is a good lift, and it's 2-1 in her favour. What a nice standard being set already here in Pyeongtaek at this brand new Anjung Gymnasium. So remember, we've got 2 sets of marks now. Best, that's the traditional championship, but also the total, the 3 lifts combined, to give an aggregate winner. Nice technique, matches her lifetime best in round 1. Superb. Missed a few big championships here and there, and the reason why we've got 2 number 1s in the leaderboard in front of you there, different weight divisions. 41 kg for Baek, 45 kg for Kim. Up next for Japan, Miwa Naruki. She's in the 45 kg category. 14th of the World Championships in Tbilisi in Georgia back in December. No mark in the last Asia Oceania Championships in Kitakyushu. 7th in the Asian Games. Last time out. And they, of course, are in Jakarta. Former basketballer, she runs the Cafe Bakuri, you'll remember. Very successful, I hope, still, after all these years of effort. from the powerhouse club Tsukuba. Lives in Inashiki. This for 56 kilos. This for the lead. Lifetime best is 59, so she's just shy of that. Going for 56, Miwa Naruki. How good was that? Very good. 3 white lights, so white out for Naruki, and she's into the lead. Good, strong, firm start to this competition. We couldn't have asked anything better than what we are seeing in the early lifts on day 1 of 6 the team competitions coming up as well on Monday. So 3 out of 3 so far, and that was in the up to 45 kilo category, same as Kim Hyung-suk. On we go, up to 41 kilos. And this is another of our major championship debuts. And with very good reason. Aigerim Arakizi for Kazakhstan, 14 years old, and aiming for a lifetime best here, a first major championship of any discipline. Hey, there's a long career on the way here. Kazakhstan, as usual, have sent a really good large squad here. 2 out of 3 in her favour, and that's the lead in the 41 kg category. 14 years old, eh? Super. So far, so good. 4 attempts, all successful. And that gives her a good foundation into the aggregate as well. On top of the best lift, which is what we've always had anyway since time immemorial, since the first Continental Championships here in 2005 in Kuala Lumpur, the first Worlds in Uppsala in 1994. And she's 14, eh? Great start. We continue the introductions and some new names for you. From Bahrain, Amal Ali, and obviously most of those we've seen so far don't have a world ranking. First major championship for Amal Ali. She's 31 years old. Going for 75 kilos here, which would obviously be a lifetime best in competition. Seven in this Group B. And she's in the up to 45 kilo category. We've already seen Kim of Korea lift 50 and Miwa Naruki of Japan lift 56. This would be quite a step up in terms of weight category. At 75. Well, she's got it raised. How's the technique? Everybody's been clean so far. Not this time, and it was the press sequence from the majority of our referees. All three against, unfortunately. So no mark for Amal Ali on this occasion. Just looked to be a bit tentative, a bit on that press. The previous 4 lifts we've seen so far were nice and clean. Didn't look as if it was pressed upwards equally, frankly. So, 2 more attempts to go. Great venue this. Now, Tursunay Kabil of Kazakhstan. The world junior gold medalist in Nur Sultan in 2019 and the junior champion in the Asia Oceania Championships in Kitakyushu last time out. Asian Youth Games champion in 2017 as well. I'm not sure there's actually been an Asian Youth Games since, so she would still be the reigning champion in that as well. Going here for 81. Down and up like that. 79, a lifetime best. She's got it. She's got a new lifetime best of 81. 3 out of 3, a white out. And Kabil, brilliant. Takes the lead in the up to 41 kilo category. Nothing much more to say about that. She bounded onto stage. No worries at all about it. And she sets the standard. Absolutely tremendous lift, and she's barely on the bench. On and off in no time. Manpreet Kaur, the Asia Oceania bronze medalist last time out in Kitakyushu. She'd been 5th in the previous Asian Championships in Almaty in Kazakhstan. 10th in the World Championships in Tbilisi in November. Also a shot putter, you'll remember Vijay Munishwar and Rajinder Singh Rahelu are coaches, and it's a busy time for them. Busy time for the Indian team, as they also have Sakina Khatun competing as well. So it's for 85. Just a slight clock issue, I think, so we might need a quick reset. Plenty of time. for Manpreet Kaur. So going for 85 here. Would be a new lifetime best. She's aiming high straight away. Can't beat a bit of confidence. It's the heaviest attempt in the opening round in this Group B. She got it up swiftly and cleanly. 3 glorious white lights, a whiteout. She's our new leader. Manpreet Kaur, how good was that? Bronze in Kyushu at the last Asia Oceania Championships 4 years ago, and that tremendous. And remember, she's leading at the moment in both categories, but that will change quite dramatically as we go on. Quality attempt. So that's the opening round done. We only have one miss. That was by Amal Ali at 75 kilos. Manpreet Kaur clearing at 85. And she leads in the up to 41 kilo category. Baek Sumin returns, having cleared 33 in the opening round, and this a new lifetime best attempt at 34. So aiming for 34, obviously wouldn't lift her any higher up the placings in terms of our classic competition for the best lift. That looked good, it is good. It's a whiteout, it's 3 out of 3. Excellently done. She's doing all that's required of her so far. And she is 4th overall in terms of best lift. Remember, medals too for the aggregate lift as well, which is going to be a reward. Basically those who lift everything, if you like. Currently 3rd in that is Baek in terms of the total aggregate lift of 67, behind Kabil and behind Manpreet Kaur. This in the up to 41 kilo category. But now going up to 45, it's Kim Hyun Suk of Korea, and this another attempt at a lifetime best, which will be 51, having cleared 50 in the previous round. We've been seeing Kim in major championships for quite a number of years. Wang Hee, Dong Kwon Cheo Mun, her coaches. As we say time and again, that is not necessarily the person on stage with them. Many cases, obviously, it will be, but in many cases, it ain't. So this for 51. And she'd stay in second position. In this up to 45 kilo category. Strong lift, the Korean commentators alongside us like it. But, the referees don't. 2 out of 3 saying the press was not to their liking. Nice crowd in today, by the way, in Pyeongtaek. Right by the west coast of Korea. And Kim just denied. It was only 2 and against. So on the press. Well, from one of the angles, that's not right. Well, what an opening attempt we had from Aygurim Ayrakisi of Kazakhstan. In the opening round, she lifted 56. That was a new lifetime best and going now for 60. Tremendous composure from someone so young. Now, if she gets this, she doesn't advance in the standings, but in the aggregate, in the total lift competition, she would go into the lead. And she was just so assured first time around. And that time she hasn't wasted any time, but there's problems with the press. So she misses out at 60. It was 2 and against, and both from the angles. From our left and right based referees. Obviously, being an athlete of short stature, blink and you miss it. Miwa Naruki next to go, and she also going for 60. So a chance to overtake Ayrakisi. Naruki yet to win a major championship medal. Starting in Group B here, so it's asking a lot. But perhaps. So for 60 kg, this will be strengthening of her advantage in this up to 45 kilo category, with Amal Ali having missed her first round attempt in this weight division. Crowd like it certainly, but the referees don't, and it's the stop sequence. It used to be known for many years as the chest sequence. 2 out of the 3 voting her down for that. The other referee was happy with it, but she misses out on that for now, and she stays on 56. But she is our leader at the moment in the up to 45 kilo weight division. Might not have touched the chest from that angle, which it has to. It was a battle on the press, but there was no issue with that, and she got it raised. And obviously, as you can see, a lot of them have extended themselves a bit in this second round. Only one successful lift to date, and that coming from Baek Soo-min. Here comes Amal Ali of Bahrain, the only lifted to miss in the opening round. That was at 75 kilos, and she's going for that again. This for the lead to overtake Miwa Naruki. Top spot on 56. Kim currently second in this weight category on 50. And we've not seen Amal Ali in a major competition before, so this would be a lifetime best. And all 3 referees voted her down in the first round. Left herself plenty of time for this lift. Was the press last time that caused her issues? Not this time. 2-1 in her favour, and that's the lead. It was the stop sequence that a third referee voted her down on, but that's a good lift. And that's the lead for Amal Ali. Her first major championship successful lift. Good, strong showing from the 31-year-old. No problems there. Good, secure, looked clean, and made to look so as well. That's the advantage. Only 2 to go in this second round, and Tursunay Kabil is next for Kazakhstan, having cleared 81 in the previous round, going here for 85, and that would be a new lifetime best. Again. Kabil World Junior Champion 3 years ago, Asia Oceania Junior Champion 4 years ago, Asian Youth Games Champion 5 years ago. Based in Kustavai, coaches Dmitry Tsarenko. It's a reasonably late start, 11 a.m. every morning in Pyeongtaek. She's wasted no time, wasted no energy. And the lift is good. 3 out of 3. A white out in her favour. And that gives her a very good advantage in this 85 kilo category. And in the total lift, up to 166 now. Setting standards for the rest to follow. quality lift. And the overall field, there's only about 3 or 4 from outside Asian Oceania this time. We had a large Chilean team, Italy, Moldova, Ireland, I think Britain as well. Many countries were quite well represented in the open category in Kitakyushu. Not this time in Korea and Pyeongtaek. Yeah, but Satonu is here as well from El Salvador, a couple from Moldova, and as far as I can see, that is it. I think in all but 2 or 3 of the weight divisions, the 20 weight divisions, the Asia 1, 2, 3 will be the Open 1, 2, 3 as well, but it's the regional champions that realistically are the most relevant, the ones who are succeeding in their own continent. It's nice to skip over outside your region and win medals and be an Open champion. It's the continental medals really that most people are interested in. Anyway, Manpreet Kaur. So, leading on 85. This in the up to 41 kilo weight division. This for 88. And a new Asian record. Apparently. Also give her a strong advantage in the total aggregate category. But all 3 against, it just didn't look tidy. The press sequence from all 3 and also the stop sequence from our centre referee. Didn't look tidy, unfortunately, for Manpreet Kaur. She is our joint leader in 85 kilos alongside Tursanai Kabul at the moment. If they were to end up in the medals overall after Group A, that would mean another lift for both. A tie break, the days of the head-to-head and body weight are now gone. There's only been a handful of major rule changes going to this, but that is a key one. So here's our situation. Kabil and Kaur currently in the joint lead in the 41 kilo weight division. And the 45 kilo weight division, it's Amal Ali who leads. And obviously, it's a lot to take in the total aggregate lift as well, which is another set of medals. So, Baek Soo-min at 38, having lifted 33 and 34 already, but it's 2 against her. It's a no lift. 1 on the down sequence and 1 on the stop sequence, so no success. But she's had a cracking debut competition, this 20-year-old. It was only 2 and against as well, by the way. It's worth pointing out. Best lift of 34. So Aygrim Arakizi of Kazakhstan lifted 58, missed 60. Going again for 60, which should be another tremendous lifetime best. I think we've been greatly impressed with how she's performed so far in this competition. Well, she's not dwelling, certainly on the bench, but that's no lift for the press sequence. 2 out of 3 against her on that. But again, 2 lifts there which were 2 and against, and she's got a lot of time left in her career in order to iron those issues out. Kind of a facial expression there which maybe suggested she realised that there's something not quite perfect there. So Kim going for 60 here, which is a major lift for Kim Hyun-suk. 50 her lifetime best. She successfully got in the opening round. This to add 10 onto it. This to go into the silver medal position for now. Seventh in the Asian Games in 2014. That's her best continental finish within Asia. We didn't see her at the 2018 Championships, perhaps an injury at the time, but she's twice competed at European Opens, 5th in Bergsumer overall, which was very impressive. This can be even more so at 60. That's a bit slanted though. It wasn't an equal press, and the stop sequence also voted down by 2, and all 3 voting down in the press. That wasn't equally extended, quite obviously, and hopefully hasn't caused herself a bit too much trouble there. She knows that it was just moving over to her left-hand side. Didn't get that. 50 her best, and 50 is also what she has in the overall total aggregate. Strong push on the right hand side, but the left was just trailing behind a little bit, and no success. Unfortunate, really. It was a major step up from what was the heaviest lift of her career, which was 10 kilos lighter than that. We're in the 2 lightest weight categories here, mixed together, but obviously separate sets of medals for both. Miwa Naruki of Japan going for 60 here, and that by 1 kilo would be a new lifetime best. Missed it in the previous round. So Karuki going for 60. Made a major championship debut at the last Asia Oceania Championships, no mark in that in Kitakyushu, as Japan had the right to enter a large field in that. Athletes in every division, then went on to Jakarta and finished 7th in the Asian Games. Didn't allow herself much time on the clock. She got it raised. She's got it. She's got it. Oh, she wasn't expecting to either. But she hadn't committed any fouls, any infractions in that. Hadn't moved back downwards. Might have gone up slowly, but it was going up cleanly and straight. So she gets 60 new lifetime bests for Miwa Naruki. And it helps her in the overall aggregate too. And I think from now on we are potentially going to see more medals out of Group B, provided everybody pitches themselves right. She'd kept that moving all the time. Kept the arms straight and locked. The bar was straight. Continued the press. Kept it equal. All good. Next up for Bahrain, Amal Ali. So she got 75 in the previous round. That a new lifetime best, and going for the same again here at 80. She leads the up to 45 kilo category. This would give her a total aggregate of 155. I was just saying about the potential, a lot more potential of athletes from Group B. Obviously those in Group A, if they've gone too heavy but managed to get one of their 3 lifts, well, that could be a gold. Obviously, we've seen that a lot. But may not necessarily, more than likely would not mean a medal in the total aggregate. The 3 lifts combined. That could open the door for some other names to leap in, like maybe Amal Ali. Good applause she's got here as well, I'll tell you, in her major championship bow. And she's got that raised at 80. And she's got it. 2-1 in her favour. Oh, that's brilliant. Another lifetime best for the championship debutante. Total aggregate of 155. She leads the main competition. She leads on the overall total lifts as well. She is the one to beat as we head into Group A, and that was fabulous from Amal Ali. Very good. That was great appreciation the crowd showed her as well. Just the one against her for the stop sequence. Nothing wrong with the press. And she leads well. And here is somebody who may well be tilting for the podium out of Group B here and in the future. 2 more lifts to go in Group B, and Manpreet Kaur is next for India. Asia Oceania bronze in Kitakyushu 4 years ago, and went on to finish 4th in the Asian Games in Jakarta a couple of weeks after that. We're still awaiting the next edition of those. Everything obviously, in many cases, pushed on a year, thankfully. In terms of powerlifting, we didn't lose a major championship. Obviously the Paralympic Games were delayed a year, but that was the only big competition being held in powerlifting in 2020. No World Championships, no continental events, no regional events. So Manpreet Kaur going again for 88, having missed that in the 2nd round. This in the 41 kilo category to give her the lead above Trusanai Kabil. Good bit of strain and getting that raised, but she got it raised and it's good. 3 out of 3 for Manpreet Kaur. And that's the lead. Goes 3 clear of Kabil. And in terms of the total lift, she's 7 clear now. But Kabil still has her final attempt to come. But Manpreet Kaur, that was very, very firm. Good technique, kept her moving. Good job, well done. One more to go in Group B. It's Trusanai Kabil. All of the underage crowns from previous years. Obviously, those age categories now changing. 15 to 17, you're a rookie. Next gen, 18 to 20 years old. You can be an elite from the age of 15 onwards and a legend from 45 onwards. Now 4 age groups. Had previously been senior and junior. How elite can Trusanai be here? That for 88. Nope. All 3 against, and that was the body position from 2 and the press sequence from our centre referee. So she didn't get that, aiming for 88. So 85 her best, and she lies in the silver medal position on 85 kilos. Also in second in the total aggregate lift. A reminder, the best lift is what we've always traditionally crowned the champion in. The total is an additional set of medals. Manpreet Kaur leads in the 41 kilo category. Kabil in silver. Adakazi in bronze. Amal Ali leading at 45 kg ahead of Mia Naruke and Hyun Suk Kim. And that's the 1, 2, 3 in the total aggregate category as well. So that was Group B. And Group A is now on the way. So as you'll see, a Baek Sumin in the bronze medal position in the total aggregate category. All of the weights combined together. And that introduced to reward consistency, to reward those who will get all 3 lifts. So this is Group A. And 6 going in this. Heaviest weights to come from Gu Lingling, the woman with all the medals in the 41 kg category, and Choi Zhu, who's the Asian Games and World Champion up to 45 kg. Go Ling Ling fighting off Ninenga Wiriashi in Tokyo. Sakina Khatun of India goes first. An attempt at 86 kilos. Commonwealth bronze in 2014 in Glasgow. Asia, Oceania, silver in the last two championships. Kitakyushu in 2018, Almaty in 2015. Asian Games silver in Jakarta in 2018. So a couple of medals picked up in successive weeks, successive months in 2018. She's gone strong on 86 here. Sakina Khatun. Oh, 2 and against. Combination of reasons. Press sequence. And the down sequence. Press sequence from our center referee. Down sequence from one of the side referees. 93. Her lifetime best. So she misses out immediately at 86. And I know across various sports you mention lifetime best a lot. It's a good benchmark. It's not really the benchmark, as lifetime bests like continental records, like world records are a one-off. Until the next one-off. Gulim Kurmanbayeva next of Kazakhstan. This to go into the lead with 87. 94 is a lifetime best. She's come on the scene in the past couple of years. 8th in Tbilisi in the World Championships in November. Gold in the World Cup in Manchester in 2020. Bronze last year, coached by Sergei Yedyushkin. Lives in Aktobe and Kazakhstan, as we saw from the World Championships 3 years ago. They've a very useful, large team that they've built up now, and a lot of their neighbouring nations as well. Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan. All firm power sports nations. Gulim Kurmanbayeva for the lead. But she's not got it, and it's the body sequence. From 2 of the 3. Weren't satisfied with that. Bit of jigging around then, I guess. And well, that has opened the door quite a bit for those in Group B for the total aggregate lift. The new set of medals, which will not be, by the way, it's a new thing, but not in the Paralympic Games. It will remain best lift, the traditional way of winning titles there. Also from Kazakhstan, Alina Solodikina going for 90. This will be a lifetime best by 7 kilos. The Asian Games bronze medalist from Jakarta in 2018. A couple of weeks prior to that, the Almaty native had finished 5th in Kitakyushu in the City Theatre. Do you remember that venue? It was fantastic. Right up at the top of a 5th to 6th story of a shopping centre. So ornate. Brilliant venue. Nice city. It was right alongside the castle, right alongside the main railway station as well there. Vibrant place. Now this strapping's taking a bit of time. "40 seconds to go. It's taking a while. And the on-stage coach is able to do this now. Two and against. That was the press sequence, which didn't last very long. That may well have needed a bit more obvious movement up. That didn't move a lot. Obviously, when we're talking about athletes of short stature, that's the way it is. But that wasn't obvious enough for our referees. Ninenga Widiasi. Obviously, we have a couple of these for Indonesia. But this Ninenga Widiasi, the European Open champion from Berck-sur-Mer in France 4 years ago. Asian Games in Asia, Oceania silver. World bronze, Paralympic silver in Tokyo last year. Rio bronze. Fourth in the World Championships in Tbilisi at the end of last year. Bronze in a previous World Championships in Dubai, which was 2014. She missed a couple. This for 97. Lifetime best is 101. And this would put her into the gold medal position in the up to 41 kilo weight category, where our leader on 88 is Manpreet Kaur still. So only two heavier lifts to go in this opening round, both from great competitors from China. Doesn't have a massive amount of time left. I think we've seen this from her quite a bit, actually, down through the years. She took her time, bided her time, and got the lift. 3 out of 3. A whiteout for Ninenga Widiasi, and we have a new leader. Goes into the gold medal position, up to 41 kg. And at worst, it is going to be silver for her. Only Gu Lingling is in this weight division in Group A. The rest are all in the 45 kilo competition. And it means that Manpreet Kaur, at worst, is going to win a bronze medal. She's been knocked down to silver for the time being. Tusanai Kabil down to bronze. And it depends on Go Ling Ling as to whether or not Kabil will get a bronze medal here. But right now, Ninenga Widiasi, a very good, strong, clean lift, goes into the lead. Third in the total aggregate lifting, but she's got 2 more to go to take advantage of that. And next to go aiming for 105 is Go Ling Ling, the reigning Asia-Oceania, Asian Games, World and Paralympic champion, who knocked Ninenga Widiasi down into silver in Tokyo at the Paralympic Games last September. Clara Fuentes of Venezuela was the bronze medalist in Tokyo. We get to see her and all her compatriots in the Americas Championships in St. Louis next month. That'll be fun in its own right too. So Go Ling Ling for 105. She's got that raised. 105, she's got it. She's gone into the gold medal position, and maybe that's enough to retain her Asia-Oceania title. 118 is her lifetime best. She's been a world record holder many times over, broke the world record in winning this title in Kitakyushu 4 years ago. And that was just tremendous. Well, that is firmly the way to do it. Isn't it just? Can't say better than what she's done there. She goes into the gold medal position. Chuizhu up next. This in the up to 45 kilo weight division, where Go Ling Ling also holds the world record of 118. Go's world record in the 41 kilo category is 109.5, by the way, so keep an eye on that. Chuizhu, the reigning Asian Games and world champion, as Latifat Tijani of Nigeria took gold in Tokyo last year at the Paralympic Games. She's taken gold at the last 3 World Championships, the last 2 Asian Games. Oh! At 105. She's got that 2 out of 3 in her favour. Just the down sequence going against her from our centre referee. But that might just already be gold for China on the double in very quick succession. Chuizhu, gold in Mexico City, gold in Nur Sultan, gold in Tbilisi in the last 3 World Championships. And it's looking like gold at these Asia-Oceania Championships in Pyeongtaek. So a lot to watch out for here. Go and Ninenga Widiasi, the top 2 positions in 41 kg. Chuizhu leads 45 kilos. Gulam Kamanbieva up next for the second round attempt. Don't know about you, I'd have actually liked a little bit more time to have taken all that in. There's a lot more information these days, as we've 2 competitions in one, and don't forget 2 sets of medals to be fought for as well, in terms of the traditional best lift and now the total aggregate as well. Anyway, Gulam Kamanbieva was one of 3 to miss her lift in the opening round. She's coming back again at 87. This to go into the silver medal position at up to 45 kg. Didn't linger on it, got that right. That's what she wanted to do last time, 3 out of 3. And that is a good lift. Very much so. Puts her into the silver medal position. In terms of the traditional best lift. And it's only Cui Zhu ahead of her. Nice lift. Sakina Khatun is next for India, who missed out in the opening round in 86. This an attempt at 87. And this would put her tied into second place with Kamanbieva. And I reiterate, if they finish level from now on, they will have to come back and lift again for a tiebreaker. It's no longer a head-to-head on body weight, which Khatun, by the way, would be leading by 200 grams lighter than Kamanbieva. But we don't look for that anymore. Well, her first lift was a bit slanted, and she's been voted down in the body sequence there. Perhaps a lot of movement on the bench by her, 2 and against, and noticeable from the side. She's had 2 tries at 86 and at 87 kilos and missed both of them. That's what we were saying about consistency being rewarded by the new total aggregate, the total lift. So if you get all 3 in that, strong chance of getting near the podium. Khatun, obviously, in terms of the best lift, has one more shot at it to get onto the podium. That would have sent her up in the second spot, joint in second with Kamanbieva. Alina Solodakina, who, like Kamanbieva and Khatun, missed her opening round attempt. This still at 45 kilos weight division. And this to go outright into second. Again, she's aiming for 90 kilos here, Solodakina. Asian Games bronze in Jakarta 4 years ago. 6th in Tbilisi at the World Championships last year. 5th in Tokyo at the Paralympic Games. So here she comes at 90. Looks very similar to her first round attempt, which was voted down, but that one is not beat. She just did enough this time. All 3 in her favour. She goes second outright. Gets herself into the medals. Kamanbieva falls to bronze. And that means that Amal Ali, so excellent in Group B in terms of the traditional best weight, gets knocked down into 4th spot. Still got big contention for the total aggregate. Three to go in this second round in Group A. Ninenga Widiasi going for 99, having cleared 97 in the previous round. The Paralympic silver medalist who's gone up to 101 in her career. Now she lifted 98 for silver in Tokyo at the Paralympic Games at the International Forum. Former wheelchair racer, you'll remember, very successful in the World Cup circuit heading into Tokyo, won gold in Bangkok. Civil servant in the Indonesian Ministry for Youth and Sport. Still only 29. She was 19 when she competed in her first Paralympic Games in London. Well, again, she's leaving not much time on the clock, but that is her way. For 99, Ninenga Widiasi. How good was that? Very good. 2-1 in her favour. Just one of the side referees voting her down in the stop sequence, but nothing to worry about. 2-1 for her. And that means certainly it has to be silver. It is silver. That's already been confirmed. Can she challenge for the gold? It would have to be a lifetime best by at least 4 kilos if she's to go for it. She's going to give it a whirl. It would take something major to push her aside, and something major will be attempted. Fine, strong lift. So at 41 kilos, still same weight division, Ko Ling Ling is going for a new world record of 110 kilos. She currently holds the world record of 109.5 set in Tbilisi at the World Championships, and you can no longer go 0.5 anymore in major competition. That's another of the rule changes. Quite a few significant rule changes that have come in here for the first time, but this is for a new world record. She has lifted heavier in her career. 118 is a world record at the higher weight division at 45 kilos, but obviously her body weight was a little bit more. She could get a bit more above. So for 110, Certainly this would be for gold here. It would be a new world record by half a kilo. She's got it! She has got it! A fabulous lift. And that's the heaviest we've ever seen in this weight category. Tremendous lift. And that was just awesome. Zhu up next in the 45 kilo weight division. A strong lead of 15 kilos over Alina Solodakina as she goes for 110 as well. World record in this weight division is 118. A lifetime best is 105. Looking to add 5 to that. Didn't hang around, she's got it, it's a good lift. And she's got there. And surely that's gold. Might be a couple of golds for it. The figures for Guo Lingling and for Cui Zhu are the same. They're in different weight divisions. 105 and 110 lifted by both, so even though you saw the figures for the other Chinese lifter, it's precisely the same numbers for both. And they're going to win gold as well. Certainly in the traditional best lift, they are still our champions. But in terms of the total competition, well, Ninenga Widiasi can still take the gold in that. So this for 41 kg. Go on the way to gold. Ninenga Widiasi will have the silver. Manpreet Kaur has the bronze. And it's that order as well, currently, for the aggregate total. Sakina Khatun doesn't have a mark on the board yet, trying to avoid a strikeout altogether. A blowout, a wipeout. If she gets 87, she gets onto the board and goes into the bronze medal position in this 45 kilo category. She would go level with Carmen Bieva, so that would be a head-to-head lift off, basically. A tie-break lift. just got voted down 2-1 with her 2 lifts to date. And she has missed out again, the body sequence this time. So it is wipeout for her. She does not register a mark, and each time it's been 2-1 against her. That's unfortunate. And she's the only athlete across both weight divisions being competed for this morning that's happened to, and will happen to. Hard luck. Sakina Katun. Well, it's unfortunate for her, but she's previously medalled at the Oceania, the Asian Games, the Commonwealth Games. We'll be aiming for the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham in a couple of months' time. Actually, next month, isn't it? She scored silver in the last 2 Oceania Championships, Sakina Katun, but not this time. The jury appeals are still there, by the way, but can be voted on a lot quicker now. So Go and Ninenga Wiriasi, first and second in the 41 kilo category. And then at 45 kilos, it is a Choi Zhu who leads ahead of the Kazakh pair of Solodakina and Kurmanbayeva. There's always a lot more to watch out for when you're combining a couple of weight divisions, as we are here. So, Go and Ninenga Wiriasi, first and second of 41 kg, and take a good look at the total on the right. That's the aggregate. That's for the 3 lifts added together. So Gulam Kurmanbayeva currently at the 45 kilo weight division in bronze behind her teammate Alina Solodakina, and this aiming for 94. As obviously Solodakina is going high as well in this final round. So this for 94 kilos, which would match her lifetime best. Is that good enough? It is. 2-1 in her favour. Just the 1 against her for the press sequence, but she's got it. She gets 94 and she goes into the silver medal position. Quality lift. So it's Kazakhstan second and third for now, and it's going to stay that way. There's nobody who can now overtake them in this weight division. Katun with the wipeout. Solodakina also going for 94, and if she gets this, she goes into joint second alongside Kerman Bayeva, and they'll have to go again to be divided. So for 94 to match Kerman Bayeva. She's not got it though. All against her on the press sequence, which was not obviously successful, or not obvious that it was successful, if you get the phrasing. So it is bronze for Solodakina for Kazakhstan. It is silver for Kerman Bayeva for Kazakhstan. We know who's got the gold. So we go to the 41 kilo weight division. Ninenga Widiasi going for 101, which would match her lifetime best. So in terms of the total lifts, this would put her into the gold medal position for now. It is silver in terms of the best lift, what we've always traditionally given the medals for. Well, she's given it a good tilt to be the Asia Oceania champion, but it is silver for this tremendous competitor from Indonesia. It's already bronze for Manpreet Kaur in this, and it is silver for Ninenga Widiasi. But if she gets this and Go Ling Ling misses her third attempt, then the total lift competition would be won by her. So how good was that? Again, she left very little time in the clock, but they've all gone against her on the stop sequence. That was the only thing she got wrong. Misses out, all three against her, so 99 is what she ends up on. Ninenga Widiasi finishes on 99. She tried to match her lifetime best. And because it's open and regional together, there's nobody from outside Asia or Oceania in the 41 and the 45 categories. They'll receive 2 medals at the same time during the ceremony. So 2 for best lift in the open and regional together, and for the total lift as well. Just trying to see if there's any variance between the best lift, what we've always had as the medal winning competition, and the total aggregate. That scoreboard, because there's just so much information now that we have to look for, it takes a bit longer to study. So anyway, Go Ling Ling lifted 110 in the previous round. That was a new world record in this 41 kilo weight division by half a kilo. At regional championships, I'm reading from my commentator's guide, it was announced in the stadium as the nation record. But I have that as a world record, and my commentary guide here at regional championships, all world and regional records can be broken in the lifter's 3 attempts. So it's the same as it ever was. There's a difference with a power lift, which if we come to a power lift, we'll tell you, because from now on, you can leap into a gold medal position or a medal position if you're standing outside with a power lift, which was never the case previously. Anyway, this for 111, which in this weight division would be another new world record. She's got that as well. Oh, fantastic. 111. She's added 1.5 kilos to her world record set in Tbilisi at the end of last year. That'll be the total aggregate gold as well. So she picks up 4 gold medals here, as it's an open competition too, as well as the realistically more prestigious regional championship. She's the Asia Oceania champion. She's the open champion as well, in both the traditional best lift and in the total aggregate lift as well. She'll need a new room for all those medals she's winning. That's just great. That is the gold for China, and here comes another gold for China. Cui Zhu going for 114. She's broken a lifetime best twice today. World record in this weight division, 118, set by Go Ling Ling in Nur Sultan. That at the World Championships in 2019. And in this 45 kilo weight division, she's going to pick up both gold medals as well. She is the outright champion. That for the best lift, but she's going to take the total aggregate, total lift gold as well. And that, the best lift of her life, and she's got it. 2 out of 3 in her favour. $114. A little private competition between her and Go Ling Ling as to who would be the heavier of the day, but they both win Asia Oceania gold. She'd have had to go up to 119 to go for a world record today. But Go Ling Ling holds both. Very strong from Cui Zhu. The Tokyo silver medalist behind Latifat Tijani. So 2 golds for China from Go Ling Ling and Cui Zhu. So let's look at these marks very carefully. In terms of the 41 kilo category, Go Ling Ling takes the gold with a new world record of 111. Silver to Ninenga Wiriasi in the 41 kilo category, and the bronze of 41 kg will go to Manpreet Kaur of India. Okay, so 41 kg, it is gold, silver and bronze in the same order for both the traditional best lift and for the total lift for Go. The gold, Ninenga Wiriasi of Indonesia, the silver, and Manpreet Kaur of India, the bronze. Tusanai Kabil missing out on both, finishing fourth in both. Now 45 kg, gold to Cui Zhu of China, silver and bronze for Kazakhstan for Kerman Bayeva and Solidakina. Now in terms of the total lift, Amal Ali of Bahrain is up there on 155. Amiru Naruki finished fourth in terms of the total lift, the marks on the right hand side, but the traditional best lift with 114, it is Cui Zhu who takes the honours again, and she is the Asia Oceania champion. And the medal ceremony to follow. Victory ceremony on the way. Or is for the open competition, but the open and regional results are the same because there's only, I think, about 3 out of the 20 categories in which we have lifters from outside Asia and Oceania this time around. I could nearly name them all. A couple from Moldova, certainly, who we're actually going to see later on today. There's Herbert Asatino from El Salvador. There is Denis Raoul from Moldova. Supposed to be someone else from Moldova. May not be here now, actually. (193) competing at these Asia Oceania powerlifting championships this time. And that's what we were saying about how the total aggregate competition should shake things up a bit. We have got 7 powerlifters who are going to pick up medals here. So a little bit of consistency being rewarded for Amal Ali. She'll get her prize in the 45 kilo competition shortly. We'll try and keep the scoreboard up a lot longer for you, by the way, for future competitions, because obviously there's now, if you like, double the information that we're needing to take in all at once. Hopefully you can see the stadium scoreboard in this brand new Anjung Stadium, the Anjung Gymnasium. First ever competition of any kind being held at this brand new venue. So the open and regional medals being awarded simultaneously. So Go Ling Ling is going to end up with 4 golds basically out of this, and Ninenga Widiashi 4 silvers, Amambri Kaur 4 bronzes as the traditional best lift, and the new aggregate total 1, 2, 3 have ended up the same. But I think as we go up the weight divisions, probably we're going to have a lot more variety. Gao Ling Ling was the only one in this weight division to be successful with all 3 of her attempts. Aygrim Aydar Kizi, the 14-year-old. What were you doing at the age of 14? Not this, I bet. Only got the 1 attempt at 58 kg, and if she'd got all 3 of her lifts, would have been very close to Manpreet Kaur's 173, but that's a really great result for India right there. The first ever powerlifter from India to win a major championship medal for her country. At continental level. Sakina Khatun had been the first Indian powerlifter to win a Commonwealth Games medal, men or women. Let's run through some of the highlights of the day. So the victory ceremonies are on the way. So first of all, it is the 41 kilo category, and it will be the open medals awarded first. Or O, meaning rank open. There's only a handful of non-Asian, non-Oceanic medalists, competitors, should I say, who are here. We're still in a COVID time. And this is a part of the world where COVID rules, as you can see, are still very strong. Masks are still required. And the commentary is being done from here. We're not coming from a basement in Carlisle or anything like that. We do things properly at our end. And we get little alerts on a mobile phone all the time from the mayor of Pyeongtaek, just to be careful. So I guess quite a lot of competitors from around the world haven't wanted to come here, unlike last time. Manpreet Kaur, great performance this was, as she takes the bronze medals for India in the open competition for both the best lift and for the total competition. But she will only get one mascot. I have to find out about the mascot for you. The Asia Oceania silver medalist, and also the open silver medalist too. Successful at 99 kilos, and she picks up a pair of silver medals for the open competition also. And Go Ling Ling twice broke her own world record in this 41 kilo weight division. It was 109.5 set of the World Championships in Tbilisi, where she had taken her third world crown. At the end of last year, the Paralympic champion, Asia Oceania champion again, had set a world record in Kitakyushu, and she does the same here. 111, a new world record, as she takes both titles in the open category. So Go Ling Ling takes both open titles for our traditional best lift and for the total. She got all three, 105, 110, 111, and the latter two, both new world records. So they can stay where they are, frankly, if they want to. And they do want to, because we've got another pair of medals to give out. It's the same 1, 2, 3, open and regional, best lift and total combined aggregate lift. So it's 4 bronzes, gloriously, fabulously, for Manpreet Kaur. And that means another couple of silver medals too for Ninenga Widiashi for Indonesia. 4 silver medals all in one go and 4 gold medals all in one go for Go Ling Ling. Just the one mascot though. Fair's fair. Look at that. Look at that all. Well, that's the vagaries of it. Those are the amount of gold medals that are there to be won. And she has claimed them all. A total combined lift of 326. 105, 110 and 111 together. And I repeat, she has added to her own world record twice. Let's hear this anthem twice. Well deserved. We're going to hear that anthem a bit more this morning. But Go Ling Ling has continued to set new standards, so she holds the world records at both 41 and 45 kg. How impressive. So next to go, the 45 kilo medals. Same again, 4 sets of medals decided here, open and regional. Best and total, but variety here. The 1, 2, 3 in the traditional best lift. Chui Zhu, our champion once more, going as high as 114, not very far off goes world record. Kurumbayeva and Soldakina, silver and bronze for Kazakhstan. That in the best lift, so they'll get 2 versions of the same medal for that, both for the Asia Oceania Championships and then for the Open Championships. Now, Amal Ali steps up to bronze in the total category, so she will pick up 2 bronze medals there for Open and for Regional Asia Oceania. Got ahead of Solodakina because she had 2 successful lifts of 75 and 80, so she misses out in the traditional 1, 2, 3, but she comes through on the new total score. Certainly gives us a lot more to talk about as well now that we've got additional sets of medals up for grabs. But congratulations to Amal Ali in her first major championship that she has now come up and scored bronzes in the new total lift category, which is, I guess, you know, the main reason why we now have this. Rewards consistency. So the 45 kilo medals to be handed out. Kazakhstan 2 and 3. And Treju, Asia Oceania champion for the first time since 2015. It was silver for her in 2018. Alina Solodakina picks up bronze for the best lift of 90 kg. And she gets a mascot as well. Solodakina in Asian Games bronze medalist before. It's her best ever result at an Asia Oceania Championship. And she gets the Asia Oceania medal and the Open Championship bronze medal as well. Gulam Kamanbieva went up to 94 kilos, her best attempt of the day, and that earns her the 2 silver medals and the 1 mascot. Treju picks up the gold. She went to 114. She competed at the last Asia Oceania Championships at 41 kilos and she finished second behind Lee Jinyun, who edged her out by a kilo. That was dramatic in Kitakyushu, but she takes the gold to the best lift. It's her first continental crown in 7 years in the championships. She is still the reigning Asian Games champion from Jakarta 4 years ago and Incheon in 2014. The Asian Para Games this year in Hangzhou in October. So a double set of medals for her for the best lift. And she will return. In theory, we could have 12 different medalists, actually, in this. what has happened in 41 kg. We had the 3. Full set of medals in open best, regional best, open total, regional total. It might take you a little bit of getting used to. Still have the total lift medals to be handed out. And we have a new major championship medalist. You can definitely get a lot of different sports in here. Certainly it's the right size for basketball and handball. Volleyball too. And it's fabulous for powerlifting, of course. So this is for the total competition. And a great time to honour Amal Ali in a major championship debut for Bahrain. Picks up bronze in the total competition. She missed out her first round attempt at 75, but important that she got the next 2. She missed out in the traditional best lift by 14 kilos, but her consistency in getting 2 lifts got her into the bronze medal position in the new total lift standing, and that is why it is there. 155 she lifted in total, 75 in round 2, 80 in round 3, and it is bronze for Bahrain for Amal Ali. 2 bronzes for Asia Oceania and for the Open Championship. And another pair of silver medals for Gulim Kerman-Bieva. She edged out Elena Solodakina with her best attempt. She got 94, Solodakina got 90, but that was Solodakina's only successful attempt. Kerman-Bieva got 2. She gets the pair of silvers, and Choi Zhu, who went up to 114, got all 3 lifts, 329. How about that for Italy? She gets 2 more golds. Oh, she gets another mascot as well. Good competition. Choi Zhu with 114 in the end came quite close to Go Ling Ling's world record. Elected not to go for that. She gets 4 gold medals, 4 silvers in the end for Kazakhstan, for Gulim Kerman-Bieva, and a couple of bronzes. How about that at a major championship debut for Amal Ali of Bahrain. Hey, tremendously deserved, and there will be other weight categories in which those medals are spread out a lot more. But these campaigners have been tremendous. So, we'll be back in an hour and a half. The men's 49 kilo final, followed by the men's 97 kilo final. It's been the morning of the women, and it has been the morning of the Chinese women. Guo Lingling and Cui Zhu pick up all the golds and a couple of world records as well for Guo to get this Asia Oceania Championship off to a brilliant start. We'll be back in 90 minutes. Less than that, actually. It's now 1:08 in Pyeongtaek. And this is what we've seen this morning so far.